Imagine having an idea for an app and describing that idea in a sentence. And just a few minutes later, already having a functional app with user login, a database, and ready to receive customers. For years, creating an app meant hiring developers, paying a fortune, and waiting weeks, sometimes months, just to see the result. But now a new generation of tools has emerged that promises to completely change this process. Today I'm going to test one of these platforms, Mach AI. Let's see how it works. So, let's get to the video. It's a platform for creating apps with artificial intelligence, made for people who don't know how to code. The idea is very simple. Instead of using several different tools like database, hosting, authentication, and APIs, Mach AI puts everything inside the same platform. Integrated database, ready-to-use login system, automatic backend and APIs, and also one-click deploy. Recently, Mach launched some new features that make this experience even more powerful, like Max Mode, which helps the AI handle more complex projects. And there's also automatic debugging and Mach Email, which adds email sending within the app itself without the need for external integration. In addition, it also features Mach Analytics, which shows user data and real-time behavior. And finally, Mach Fetch, which can automatically extract information from other websites. These features are part of the central idea of the platform. Everything in one place without needing to connect dozens of different services. So, after clicking the link that will be down here in the description of this video, we start with a simple idea. A prompt similar to this one. Create a customer management application. The app should allow you to register clients, record interactions, track service history, and have user login. Done. As soon as I send my prompt, the AI starts building the app immediately. All of this appears almost in real time. My application is already built, and this is my project's foundation. We can see that it's already quite functional with all the menus working, but now it's necessary to refine the project. So I'm going to ask it to create a database and integrate it with my app. What's going to happen here? The AI will update the database and reorganize the interface to include all this information from the database in my registration. Look at what it wrote here. Database created and connected. Now, the app is fetching real data, customer tables, and created interactions. The dashboard shows calculated statistics from the database. I have a customer listing with search and filters working. The interaction history per customer is connected, and sample data has already been inserted, so I can test it. So everything is all set here. My app is practically ready, so all the interactions I make here inside my app are saved on the platform. I don't need to pay for an external database service. Everything is available in the same place, but the login system is still missing, so I'm going to ask him to add this system to my app. Done, he has finished. Login system implemented. Now the app is protected. I have a login page with a sign in with Google button. All pages now require authentication and your data is isolated from other users' accounts. The name and photo from my Google account appear in the sidebar. And I also have a working sign out button. So, in just a few minutes, I have the foundation of my project, which already includes a database and a login system. I can log in with my Google email and from there use all the features of my app. But now I want to improve the organization of the information, so I'm going to do the following. Add customer categories, such as prospect, active customer, and inactive customer. That's it. What will happen? The interface will be updated to allow you to classify customers more easily. So now the categories have been created. I have prospect, which is a yellow icon for potential customers, active customer, which is a green icon for customers with active business, and inactive customer with a gray icon for customers with no recent activity. Well, my app is pretty much ready, but now I want to improve its appearance. So, I'm going to ask the following. Create a modern, professional design for a customer management system. So, with that, the idea is that my interface will be automatically redesigned to look like a professional CRM dashboard. Done, it's already finished. Check out what has been updated. The new color palette in shades of indigo purple, with vibrant accents. Sophisticated typography with sans serif fonts for the titles, an elegant sidebar with gradient effects and illuminated icons, statistic cards with colorful gradient icons, and so on. So, he improved my interface here to give my app a more professional look. Well, now I'm going to add one of the most interesting features here in Mocha. I'll ask the system to send an automatic email. When a new client is registered with this prompt here, using the Mocha email feature, it sends an automatic welcome email when a client is added to the system. That's all there is to it. So, this command uses the Mocha email feature, which is already integrated into the platform, meaning there's no need to set up an external email service. Alright, it's done. Let's see if it's working. I'm going to register a new client. I'll enter their email here, their name, everything properly. I'll save it and let's see if the platform will be able to automatically send a welcome message. Now I'm in my inbox, and this is the message. It's a pleasure to have you as a client of Onde Clicko. Your registration was successfully completed in our management system. From now on, we'll be able to better track all our interactions and offer you even more personalized service. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. So, without me having to do absolutely anything, just by registering my client, I automatically received a welcome message here. Well, now it's time to add a useful feature for teams. I'm going to use the following prompt. Add a feature to record service notes and a history of interactions with each client. This will turn my app into a real customer relationship management system. It's already finished. And now I have here the record where I can put all the interactions I've had with my clients through calls, emails, meetings, visits, and others. I put the date of the interaction here, write a note, add the person responsible, which is optional, and then click to record the interaction. From there, everything is saved here in my history. So, see how cool that is. Here in the Build tab, I have a preview of how my site will look. I can view in real time all the changes, all the edits that are being made by the AI. Now here in the Code tab, I have access to all the code that was used to create my application. And here in the Data tab, I have access to my entire database. With the users who are registered, all the clients who signed up here in my app, and also the interactions that took place with each of them. Now, with Mocha Analytics, you can track how many users are using the system, which pages are accessed the most, how users interact with the application, and so on. All of this within the same platform without needing to use external tools. And finally, here in the Email tab, I have access to all the emails that were sent to the new users. So, with my app ready, it's time to publish. And all of this is done with just one click, meaning there's no mystery and no complicated setup. Mocha will handle the deployment for me, and that's it. A few seconds later, my customer management app is already online and ready to be used by a real team. So, to sum up, in the old model, you would need to hire a developer, create a database, set up user login, get hosting, and configure the APIs. This process could cost a fortune and take weeks to complete. Here, everything happened in just a few minutes. Cool, right? Honestly, this is one of the most complete platforms I've ever tested here on the channel. If you want to try Mocha to see it working directly in your workflow, I'll leave the links in the description and first pinned comment. See you in the next video. Bye.